Alright, what's going on everybody? So in this video, I'm going to tell you about the changes and the updates that are coming to Blackout. So this right here, David Vonderhaar, he is the studio design director for Blackout. So anything he says is a reliable source, okay? So first bit of news is for the Xbox players right here. So he was talking, the guy messaged him, he tweeted him about the lag spikes. If you play on Xbox, you already know when somebody like joins the party or leaves the party and stuff like that, your game will have like a huge lag for a good half a second. Easy way to get killed. Blackout, and it works, and it happens on multiplayer also. Very broken. So this dude said any chance of you taking a look at the issue where lag spikes occur when a player leaves or joins an Xbox Live party. So David said it has gotten better but needs more work. It drives me batshit crazy that a system feature on the OS can impact the game so heavily. So pretty much they're still looking into it. They made some changes, but they're still looking into it, okay? So another question was asked to him about, if you don't read all that, about like events and changes, you know, to just spice up Blackout, because it's, for some people it's getting boring. For me, I'm having a lot of fun with it, you know. Like a new map wouldn't really matter to me right now, but maybe in the near future. So he said we still have some things that are coming this year, which is only a month left in the year, so I don't know when we'll be seeing that, but hopefully soon. He said some things that he can't get into detail with yet, but they have no shortages of ideas. So hopefully, you know, we'll be seeing some events coming in the near future, as in like weeks. So that boy Ren tweeted at David Vonderhaar and asked him, you know, like, would there be any changes with the concussion grenades? He says that they're a bit OP. I don't know what you guys think about that. Let me know in the comments below if you think they are OP or not. But he said he'll consider tweaking the concussion grenades, but he doesn't really know about it because, you know, the perks, as in the resistance perk or the trophy system, will become very like useless. So I understand where he's coming from. That's a pretty good way to look at it, you know. But I don't know. You guys let me know if the concussion grenades are too OP. I mean, they're nowhere near as OP as the flashbangs were, but they're okay. I mean, to me, they're not crazy because they don't last for an extremely long time. And, you know, I don't know, the distance for it isn't that severe, but let me know. All right, so Luka GG tweeted him and asked if there will be more characters added to Blackout. He said they're classified details, so he's not going to let us know which ones, but yes. I'm pretty sure we all knew that there should be, or will be, some more characters coming to Blackout. So just keep your eyes open for that. So now we get into the good stuff. So somebody asked him if they were making any changes to the Blackout map. He said they are. He's not allowed to say anything about it, but from what I'm interpreting, he's saying that he's played the new map, right? And then this guy was asking that, will there be like, you know, more than one map like PUBG, or will there be one map and they just keep on changing places on the map like Fortnite? And he said they're on record as saying they're interested in adding and subtracting and morphing the map that we have now into newer spots on the map, kind of like Fortnite does, you know. But it's still subject to change, so take it with a grain of salt, okay? And then the last thing on the list of updates that I wanted to give you guys for Blackout is the most important one to me. It was the armor update that we heard about in the beta, that they were like considering and then weren't considering. They didn't know if they wanted to do it or not. So he was finally asked again, are you still planning and putting in the thing where you get armor pieces to get field armor back? Okay, so he said this is finally in production along with other changes to armor. No release date is scheduled yet, and it will need to bake in QA for a bit, as this one isn't flipping a few numbers around. This is an entire feature being refactored, okay? So basically they're deciding to go a whole new way with the armor, which I like. The armor was very broken. It encouraged people to camp, number one. Number two, the armors didn't seem like they all had the same durability. Like a level 3 armor, it seemed like after 2 shots from any gun it'll break, which is weird, you know, because that's supposed to be the best armor in the game. Level 2, it probably was the best armor, you know. It didn't cover your head, but the durability on that one is very good. Okay, so Marksman said, I'm happy about the change coming. He thinks it's one of the biggest problems with Blackout since the beta, because it encourages camping, you know. If somebody finds a level 3 vest at the beginning of the game, they're not going to fight anybody. They're going to try to keep the vest until the end of the game by camping. They don't want to get any fights and break their armor, and then all of a sudden they're at a disadvantage against the next guy who's doing the same exact thing as he's doing, you know. So with this change with armor, it would encourage people to fight people and get your armor back, you know? Get trauma kits now. It's gonna make the game a lot more fun. It's gonna do away with camping. And then David Vonderhaar said durability significantly improved in Armor 2.0. Frankly, I didn't want to roll out the changes in little bits. He just wanted to do it all at the same time, which I kind of like, you know? I don't want to see like armor durability come now, then all of a sudden we get a whole new armor system, stuff like that, okay? And he was finally asked about people who just stay out of the safe zone, who just go into the storm or whatever you call it. Go into the storm and just like heal up, stuff like that, which I didn't really care about. It wasn't really a big deal to me. All right, yeah, I don't know what was happening. I guess he was replying to something else. I don't know. This wasn't in the other one, but he said, this guy said, agreed, the monetize I die for aggressive play due to the armor system is ridiculous, which I agree with. And he said, yes, that's the very point of starting over. It overly encourages people to not fight because you don't want to end the game with no armor. The aggressor and the explorers will get paid, not the dude who found level 3 and camp it out. So now with the new armor system, if you have armor, if you don't, it doesn't matter. If you go and kill somebody who has armor, you'll be able to, I don't know how they're gonna do it. I guess you can take their armor piece, put it with your armor piece, make your armor good again. But the good thing with that is now you can get their armor, trauma kits, heals, their attachments to their guns and everything. It'll make the gun it'll make the game a lot more fun, a lot more fluid. People who camp in buildings will be at a huge disadvantage because at the end of the game, they're not going to be the only ones with armor because everybody's going to have it, but they're not going to have any attachments for their guns, no heals, no equipment, perks. So that'll leave them now at a disadvantage and it'll encourage more people to go out and fight. Okay, so this is a new one for me. I didn't even see this when I was first looking, but it appears they're working on actually trying to allow us to use gun camos in Blackout, which will be so great, bro. That'll make the game, I might not even touch multiplayer no more. I don't even touch it really right now because I don't really like the specialist. I don't like the seeker mine. I don't like any of that stuff. That's really the only thing that kills me in that multiplayer. But once they add the camos to Blackout, the whole game will be different. I hope you can pick up other people's camos too. Maybe. I don't really know about that. But that'd be so perfect for the camos to come to Blackout. So going through his Twitter, he also stated that they are planning on fixing the audio for it also because the sound is so broken. The only thing you can really hear, no matter what, that never fails, is the little button that you press at array. That's the only thing I ever hear. The little siren that goes on that array. That's the only thing that perfectly works audio wise in Blackout. No matter what, I'm always hearing everything the guy says. I'm always hearing it, bro. But when it's somebody walking up next to me, bro, either I don't hear him at all, or I can never pinpoint exactly where they're coming from. That, and also, for some reason, if I'm by myself, I will hear somebody who's all the way across the map for some odd reason. My teammates' footsteps are always way too loud, and my footsteps sometimes sound like they're other people's steps. It makes me stop in the middle of a field and just look around like, what the hell is going on, you know? So he said, just put in motion the action plan to get after some audio improvements for Blackout. As much as I wish it was as simple as adjusting the mix, these kinds of problems have to be tackled from many angles. I'm happy with the plan, although we will all have to relearn a tad what to listen for as a result. I don't know what TIL is, but most of us use the wrong settings on our headset and consoles, which can amplify, no pun intended, the problems. The difference in a stereo mix versus the 5.1 in the stereo headset, aka fake surround, is not as significant as you might imagine for improving your sense of directionality or your understanding of the distance something or someone is from you. 2 speakers is still 2 and not 5. I don't know if they're gonna send us like the armor update, the camo update, and the audio update all at the same time. I don't know, because he did say he wants to do like one big update. But regardless, I'm excited for it because I love Blackout. Blackout is probably the best game mode I've played in a while. It's super fun. So if you did enjoy this video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and we got more coming for you.